Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Henry again on second down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Henry out of the pistol. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boy, has he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Fields going to keep it once more. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Shrugs him off. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Running from the gun with Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Bulldozes back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That's complete to Mooney.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the door gets.
And we coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. Runs over him. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Credit Jalen Johnson, normally shutting down throwing lanes, but there he shut down that play in the backfield.
Now Jackson on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
They shakes him off, and he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Back deep, Trent Taylor. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Fields.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Buying time.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him?
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So we have come to halftime, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, They broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd and long. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And they're going to speed things up here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Breaks through the contact. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 115. Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call. He's going to throw the challenge flag.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
for
field
Matt
is reversed.
Eberflus, a challenge well spent. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Fighting through. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to get going again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. But I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so...
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Takes it to about the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Henry again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he gets it down to the 32. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Henry. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Now a first down throw. Fields. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Well, silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter.